Thanks for having me on.
Thank you for being here, the very talented Christina Aguilera. You are extremely talented. Your voice is superb.
Thank you.
Superb.
Ellen.
And now it's Aguilera. I think a lot of people.
Yeah.
I've said Aguilera, Aguilera. It's
There's
Aguilera.
A lot of different, pronunciations, but like just picture a double E.
I have, many times.
But you said it right.
Aguilera.
Yes.
Well, you look great, and this is a brand new hair color.
Yeah, I got, I was doing. I was doing the black thing for a while, so I did the Strip Justified tour, which you were at.
Yes.
With the whole black hairdo thing, and it's just time for a change. I change my look a lot.
Yeah, you do.
Change it to a lot of different, from the hair to the dress to the style, whatever. So this is what I'm feeling right now. So.
And now, how does your hair last all that coloring? It seems pretty healthy because.
We take little breaks, and there are ways of hiding the hair while, the process is being done. Hats are a great thing to hide the hair. Just whenever you're not, you're in the middle of coloration. I had macaroni and cheese the other day, so for a hair color, you know what I mean? So until it got to this point, when, the dyeing process.
Is that what it's called on the Clairol box? Is it macaroni and cheese?
I kind of made that up, but I was Ronald McDonald or something crazy, so.
And so.
But I'm okay with it.
The white curly hair, was that a wig or was that your hair?
The white curly hair. When was that?
It was like really bleached white. Does anybody remember that?
That was for the Moulin Rouge. Somebody said, good one.
But was that your hair?
For the Grammys. Actually, that was my hair.
That hair?
No, that's not my hair. You mean what do you call that? Cotton candy hair, maybe?
That was a wig?
Stuck your finger in an electric socket hair? I don't know. Yeah, that was a piece. Yeah. That was a hair piece that we put on. Because at the time I had just my hair braided back or whatever, and just a new little thing. Just having fun with it. So that's the not taking your style and your looks too seriously. That's what I look at it.
You look great.
Not that deep,
And
I like to play.
Yeah, and we met. You mentioned that you toured with Justin Timberlake.
And I saw your picture.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Can I say?
Yeah.
What you have back there?
Yeah.
So I go into her, her dressing room and whatnot. I had my dog back there. I was introducing because you're a dog lover, and she had imposed her head on my body for the Rolling Stone cover that I did with Justin. So yeah, you should really show that because it's really funny. Yeah. She's like, sometime. But no, it's my body and her head, and Justin's looking down at her chest like,
right.
It is the funniest thing. I was like, wow.
Funny. Yeah, we'll get it. We'll show people.
You're like,
no, I will. But I met you at the concert, and I didn't know you knew who I was. I was pulled back there to meet you.
Of course
I had been waiting outside the door to say hi to you, and then I never got in. And then
you did get in.
Well, then they pulled me.
But then there was like a lot of people. Missy came in. And
yeah, so I got pulled back with Missy Elliott, and I was just kind of standing there like.
Oh no! Don't say that. I'm sorry. I felt like it was a little weird. And then I am such like a fan. Finding Nemo had come out and whatnot, and I was like so like into Dory, but I called her Dory. I was like, Doris, and she's like, it's Dory.
No, I didn't say that. One of your people said it's Dory because I was just like, oh, she didn't know who I am.
No. I'm sorry though if you didn't get a proper welcome.
But you are constantly touring. Do you ever? What do you do to relax? Because you're always on the road, it seems.
Well, I do have my two baby boys, my dogs, to keep me company.
They're cute dogs too.
It's Stinky and Chewy.
Stinky and Chewy.
One of them I'm very upset with. He made a boo-boo, and he went in, and as soon as he saw Ellen, he peed on her lunch bag. So, so Chewy was a bad boy. So I
wasn't gonna eat that lunch anyway.
They're not allowed to be special guests now. No, but no, I normal stuff like I take nice bubble baths whenever I get a minute to be able to enjoy it. And I just bought a new house, and then which we talked about. You were looking at that house.
It's I almost bought that house. It's a good house.
I know. And then you almost made me want to sell it.
No, I just said you might be selling it.
Kidding. No, and then I never got to spend time in the house because I've been, with the Stripped tour after the Strip Justified tour, and now I'm going on a summer amphitheater tour, but it's only in the States, so I'll be able to travel with my boys then, so it'll be exciting though.
And you play, you're into games like I am. You play...
Yes.
What do you play?
Scrabble.
Scrabble.
It's a big one. I'm a little dork with my mom and my sister when I get a minute and I go home for the holidays and stuff. But we're really into it. We get the Scrabble dictionaries, the word things. We really go at it. And then on tour, I guess...
You like Boggle?
Love boggle.
Boggle's good. You know what they need to do, though? A little tip for people who make boggle. They need to make a quieter boggle. It's too loud.
Oh, it's like, so loud,
it's so,
right?
Just, if anyone, you know, is trying to rest or something, and the boggle is too loud, but I love that game.
Totally is. Yeah, we tried to play it on the tour bus, and for the people that were back sleeping in the bunks, and you're awake in the front, it was like, even though with the hum of the engine, you still hear the of the boggle. You guys play boggle?
Yeah, you know boggle, right? Yeah. There needs to be little rubber, they need to make them out of rubber squares instead of plastic, so it'd be quiet. So boggle people, that's an idea. Hey, do we have to take a break already? That's crazy. All right, we're going to come back and talk more with you, and you're going to sing for us a little bit later. All right, we'll be right back. And this is the picture that she was talking about that I put in my...
Come on now, isn't that not funny? And then to see your body...
It goes to show you what they can do in magazines. I mean, in magazines, it happens a lot. They put you next to people that you were never next to.
Yes, trust me, I've had many things happen.
So you were, when did you do Saturday Night Live? How long ago did you host that?
Oh, SNL, I did that probably a month, maybe?
A month ago?
Yeah, a few weeks to
You were really good. You were
did you see it?
Yeah, I did see it. You were really great.
Thank you. It was fun. It was really fun.
Yeah.
They worked you for like a whole week. I was like, wow.
I know.
Really.
Yeah, I've done it before. It's fast-paced.
Oh my gosh.
We were talking about it.
The lady that comes and whips you around back between changes.
Grabs your arm.
And I'm tiny, so she almost like ripped one of my arms. So I was like, oh my gosh. Like literally, I was like.
Yeah, I know, because you don't expect it right after the monologue to be yanked off the stage.
You are.
Yeah.
They forewarn you, but really not to that extent.
They didn't forewarn me. All of a sudden, I just was yanked off the stage. I had no idea. So, so you did. They did a takeoff on Sex and the City, and you played Samantha. You did Kim Cattrall's character.
I did.
And you do a really great Kim Cattrall. Will you do a little bit for us? Can you do it?
Oh.
Is it too hard on the spot?
What was? Well, without using some of the language I had to use on SNL, that's what's kind of hard.
We'll bleep it out.
So that's part of it.
Yeah. Go ahead, we'll bleep it out.
Oh, what was it? My character, she was sitting there, and, you know, she's always got her cocktail in her hand and whatnot, and, you know, what was my line? The whole joke was that it was the last Sex and the City episode, and Samantha's big secret that she had to expose to everybody was that she goes, as long as we're on the subject of what was it, blah, 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 she goes, I'm a dude. You know, the whole...
Really good. That's good.
But, you know...
Good impression.
I didn't have any words or whatever.
No, good impression.
I can't say the words that she normally
So you have to tell this one. I heard this story that happened to you on tour. You know, because when you tour, the craziest things happen. But this was...
Embarrassing things happen.
Really embarrassing. Tell the story.
Well, I've had a couple. I mean, actually on the Stripped Justified tour, the most recent ones where I kept, my opening number was dirty, but I wore these pants where they just kept ripping at the crotch. I would do this low move, and my pants would split up the crotch like all the time. So that's one embarrassing moment. But luckily, you know, I wore a leotard underneath, so nobody really saw anything. I didn't really want
Or thought anything was wrong, probably. Just thought that was part of the outfit. Like,
no. I'll give that to you, but no. But then it was on my first promo tour. This is probably the most embarrassing and the most painful one. It was, I was on the song, What a Girl Wants, and I'm all there, what a girl wants, what a girl needs. I'm running down this, it's like a huge like theater, whatever, it was in Europe somewhere, or arena, or whatever it was. And so I'm running there, this like long, it's a dark stage, and I'm running down this long runway, and I'm going, what a girl wants, da, 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 da. And I go to the end, and all I see are these hands. So I'm thinking like, oh, there's fans, I'm gonna greet them. And so I go to put my hand out, and I didn't realize at the end of this really dark stage, there's a huge gap between where the stage ends and where the audience's hands start, because their hands are like reaching like that, and then there's this black hole. And I mean, I was like, what a girl. It was painful. It was really, really bad. And yeah, that one hurt. And then there are these two like bouncer
and then
bodyguards.
You couldn't get back up.
I couldn't, because it was so tall. I mean, it was a steep drop, and the bouncers are looking at me like, and like, you know, and I'm like, help me up. This is not part of my show. So, you know,
that's
they didn't
hilarious.
know it. Yeah, it was
That's
it
great.
was embarrassing. you know, hurt.
And painful.
I was bruised, yeah.
But those are the funny stories. All right, well, you're going to come back and you're going to sing for us Beautiful, right? I love that song. I love it. Molly Shannon will join me right after this. We'll be right back.